We'll win this. I know we will.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is finally here, and I'm sorry that this review is late. We got our review code around the time of launch, like a few hours before that, so I've been playing it with you guys, and I'm excited to finally give my thoughts on this game. There's a lot I want to go over, so let's jump right in. From the very beginning, Nintendo and Sakurai stressed that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate would be, well, the ultimate Super Smash Bros. Experience. After spending a hefty amount of time with the game, I'm happy to say that this sentiment is true. And although unnecessary new additions attempt to bog down the experience, Smash Ultimate's new fighters, over-the-top battles, and thoughtfully reconfigured fighting mechanics reign supreme. With over 70 playable fighters, 100 plus stage variations, and tons of collectibles like music tracks, Mii outfits, and spirits, this is a game that's offering plenty of bang for your buck. Not to mention the fact that Nintendo plans to support the title for the foreseeable future with new characters, stages, and more. Firstly, I can't go without mentioning how beautiful this game is. While not a giant leap from Smash Bros. For Wii U, I was still constantly gawking at Smash Ultimate's enhanced character models, stages, and menus, all of which are bursting with colors and personality. Nintendo never fails to get the most out of its hardware, and that trend doesn't end with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The new fighters introduced in Smash Ultimate are a great addition to the series. Daisy, Ken, and Dark Samus offer subtle changes to characters we've grown accustomed to, while simultaneously shaking things up. Then there are the new additions like the wrestling-based fighter Incineroar, the murdering menace that is Ridley, and the cute but deadly Isabelle, all bringing new attacks, strategies, and fighting styles to the Smash Bros. Series. To me, it seems the developers' main goal with the Smash Ultimate roster was to diversify the selection of fighters as much as possible, and in that sense, they succeeded exceptionally well. However, I personally would have preferred to see a handful of the assist trophies swapped with the new playable fighters. I mean, I would take Sonic the Hedgehog's Knuckles and Golden Sun's Isaac over Daisy and Isabelle any day. Luckily though, some fan favorite and veteran fighters returned to the brawl. Seeing young Link, Toon Link, and Breath of the Wild's Link duke it out is something special to behold. And the fact that Nintendo went the whole 9 yards to bring us third-party characters like Snake, Cloud, and Bayonetta shows just how much the creation of this Ultimate Smash Bros. Game meant to them. Not to mention the return of Pichu, the best Smash fighter of all okay, I'm just kidding. It's no secret that Smash Bros. Ultimate offers more content than any other game in the series before it, but some of you might be interested in how the game holds up from a gameplay perspective. I have some good news. Smash Bros. Ultimate makes a handful of key changes that shake up the Smash formula in interesting and mostly better ways. Smash Bros. For Wii U was a patient game in terms of its shield and punish formula. Smash Ultimate's meta is much more intricate. The game allows players to be more aggressive because shields are no longer as strong and perfect shields are no more. Smash Ultimate acts very similarly to most fighting games nowadays by implementing a shield parry. This may be a cause for concern for some fans of the series, but from what I've gathered, most hardcore Smash players are welcome to the change, and I'm eager to see how the competitive esports scene adapts to this. Air dodging also works differently. You'll have to be more precise when timing your air dodges, because if you mistime them, you're left vulnerable for a much longer time compared to Smash for Wii U, giving your opponent the upper hand. And the last thing I want to note is the movement buff. All characters can dash dance with ease compared to Smash 4, allowing players to be more creative with their playstyle. If you've been following Smash Ultimate at all, then I'm sure you've heard about the single-player adventure mode World of Light. This is Ultimate's single-player equivalent to Brawl's Subspace Emissary. However, it doesn't include various cutscenes with funny scenarios, the highlight of Subspace Emissary. Instead, you'll make your way through a board game-like overworld, and you collect spirits of video game characters and apply them to your fighter to buff your stats on the battlefield. In World of Light, you'll fight in hazardous matches with different types of rules at play. Some enemies will turn metal mid-match, others will be prone to using one attack, and many other variations. World of Light is a huge single-player adventure that took me over 20 hours to complete. Sadly, it lost its appeal early on. During my time with this mode, I constantly found myself wanting to go back and play Versus, Classic Mode, or take it to the online space. Crazy hazards, item buffs, and collecting PNG photos of characters, which are spirits, isn't what makes Super Smash Bros. Ultimate great. The repetitive nature of the battles in World of Light slightly hindered my overall experience with the game. I can't help but think it feels like a tacked-on mode that Nintendo felt obligated to put into the package, due to previous entries including modes that are similar. It's the only section of Smash Ultimate that doesn't feel like an extremely polished AAA fighter. Luckily, you're not forced to play through it, as you can unlock all the fighters by playing a handful of different modes. At the very least, however, World of Light does offer funny matchups that can lead to memorable battles. But the lackluster overworld and tedious nature of buffing your character with spirits left me underwhelmed in the end. Casual players will likely love the new characters and modes, whereas hardcore competitive players can have a blast learning all the little intricacies of the new fighters and gameplay. There's something here for every type of Smash player, whether you're wanting to party, play competitively, or dig deep into the World of Light single player. I mean, it doesn't really get much more ultimate than this. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a great party game that has a beating heart of a really competitive fighting game within it. It's faster, prettier, and jam-packed with content. While the single-player World of Light disappointed, every other aspect of the game is showered with tender love and care. Not only is it the best Smash Bros. Game of all time, but it makes me ponder on how Nintendo will top this in future iterations. I suspect that this is a game most Switch owners will be keeping on their microSD cards for years to come.